Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Bashem Kadash. Double honors to your apostles and elders, great millstone of all wall. And shalom to all the brothers doing the work of Syrian truth. Okay, now 1 sec. Yeah. Basically, looking at this situation that you got in the Ukraine, it's really been it's been heating up and escalating for like the last few days, and it's like, I think the troop numbers on the borders went from like 100,000 up to like, I think the most recent one they said was 150,000. So it's like, right, and just like with the Crimea thing, I think Russia are just gonna do what they're gonna do. But the tension's building, and I really don't think well, doesn't seem like Europe's gonna do anything in response as far as in the Ukraine. But it's just like with the sanctions from America, they're probably gonna respond in that kind for now. That's what it appears like anyway. But we'll see. We'll see. So it's the British warships set sail for 1 sec, Salak. British warships set sail for Black Sea showdown with Russia, days after American sailors cancelled plan to chart course for region. Yeah, so 2 British gunboats. And obviously, like, the UK, the US, these guys were hand in glove. So it says 2 British gunboats will soon be cutting through the waters of the south coast of Russia amid escalating tensions between Moscow and the West over troop deployment and NATO military activity on Russia's border with Ukraine. The Sunday Times reported over the weekend that a Type 45 destroyer armed with anti-aircraft missiles and a Type 23 submarine hunting frigate will detach from the Royal Navy's carrier fleet in the Mediterranean in order to pass into the Black Sea next month. At the same time, defense sources told the newspaper that British warplanes would be standing ready on the country's flagship aircraft carrier HMS Queen Elizabeth to intervene should the vessels run into problems. Like other carriers, the waterborne runway, which can carry up to 60 jets and helicopters, is banned under international treaties from entering the Black Sea. Okay, so they're going to be on standby. So as I say, the move comes after Moscow ordered its own navy to carry out live fire exercise in the region. Yeah, they're doing drills. It's all it's basically letting them know what it is, and that's uh yeah, yeah. Putin really ain't giving a shit, man. That's why this guy is literally passed the law. This guy is looking to just rule Russia till the cows come home, man. So that's why he's fully just passed the law that lets him stay in power for like 2 more terms. I can't remember how many more years it was. It was like 12 or maybe 8. I can't remember. But when that time's up, if he ain't dead, he'll if this place is still around after 8 years, this guy would have extended it before it expires. That's how little of a shit this guy gives. And that's why it looks, this guy's track record. He's looking to do something. So it says the move comes after to order exercise in the region. In a statement last week, defense chief said that a frigate, Admiral Makarov, had been dispatched to the waters along with the ships Gravoron, and Vinish Volacek, which will be supported by a missile-wielding hovercraft. Man said a missile-wielding hovercraft and a minesweeper. Fuck, Said a missile-wielding horror. That's funny as hell. Large landing vessels used for amphibious invasions will also take part in the drills, along with fighter jets and helicopters. The role of a mock enemy will be played by maritime targets, the official said. The war games were announced just days after Turkish envoys claimed they had received notification that 2 US Navy ships would pass through their territorial waters on the way to the Black Sea. The move was widely seen as a show of support for Ukraine, where hostilities between government forces and troops fighting for two breakaway republics in the east of the country have escalated in recent weeks. Yeah, so it's all posturing and showing military influence. And that's the thing is this is how Esau this how Esau rolls. It's Esau's blessing, man. Okay, let me go to Esau's blessing. I'll come back to Joel, but was it 27? Oh wait. 36. Yeah. Okay. Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Yeah, this guy wept, man. Even though he sold his own birthright. Then when he actually lost it, he despised his birthright. That's in the scriptures. He despised his birthright. But then when he lost it, he wept. That shows this guy he don't know what. He don't even know what's going on, man. You don't know what he's passed up, man. Especially but it was set up that way anyway, because before they were born, it said what the older will serve the younger. So it says what verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Yeah. By the sword shalt thou live. And that's how Esau's gained the rule, man. So he managed to break the yoke off his neck, man, of that prophecy. Basically, him being servant to the younger, man. Him basically being in subjection underneath Jake. He's basically managed to get the rule, and the only way he can maintain it is what? Keeping Jake down, keeping Jake oppressed, and in that degenerated state, man. That's how Esau keeps the rule, because that sword, that's all he's got, man. And then you go to what is it, 2nd Ezra 6. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it to follow. As soon as Jake rise up, then it's Esau's things done. These are the things that he knows, but then it's all by that sword, which is why you got them all that military posturing, man. You got the US, the UK, Russia, Ukraine. All these it's just through guns, bullets, planes, boats, missiles, bombs. That's Esau's modern day sword, man. All these military armaments, because that's all Esau, how he deals. But then what he's thinking is to his benefit. Well, okay, before I get that as well. What was it, Isaiah 54:16. It says what? Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So that's the thing is, The smith that blow off the coals in the fire, that's those military scientists. But what it says, I have created the smith. So the Lord was the one who basically set these men up. The men that were gonna come up with the atomic and nuclear capabilities of these weaponries. Why? Because it's for the sake of the end, man, end times, for the prophecies, for how America's gonna go out. These things need to be done, and the fulfillment of Esau's blessing, man. That's why he's got given the the technological capabilities to to develop all this military power, but those things were granted to him, and it's just like in Exodus, Pharaoh set up what to show the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because despite all that Esau's gonna do, all he's got the capability and capacity to do, is still gonna result in his loss, man. It's gonna be his L, big L. Yeah, and the waste to destroy, man. Okay. Joel 3:9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Be your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like with this warfare, it's funny as well, because like even with like when Esau went into the Middle East, like after 9/11, mainly in Iraq and Afghanistan, it's like them guys were defending themselves with like fucking it might as well have been sticks and stones, against these military men. But obviously, I'm saying, like it's like they developed. Them men were using shit like IEDs, which were just fucking blowing up million dollar pieces of tech that Esau came up with, which is getting blown up by fucking improvised explosives, which just shows that all this so-called magnificent and greatness that Esau's got, it's only like it's only gonna run up to a point, and then it's as soon as the spirit comes against him, it's a wrap. And it's even like with the military capabilities, all these other countries got it. That's even fucking Iran, man. Them man, what was it? Last week. Last week, them man started. They've done been enriching uranium, and likely they already bought military armaments before. But what was it? But yeah, they started enriching uranium at like 60%, which I think is still not enough for weapons. But them man going up shows they really, because the thing is, I think they went from when the deal ended, it was like 5, or I can't even remember, man. It was way down in the percentages. It was maybe like 10%, like 5 to 10%, something like that. Then it went up to like 20, 30, and now 60. These men are basically showing like, look, we're going to be doing our thing. These men are also going to have the same nuclear capabilities that all these other countries have got, which at one point was just in Esau's hand, man. So now what? With that, it's what is building to what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to have happen, man. That huge world scale war, and then what everyone turning against America and hating whore and burning her with fire, man. Shooting them missiles, man. So this is what assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Most High. Let the heathen be wakened and coming up and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision, yeah. Day of the Lord is near. And it is, yeah, that's it. It's going to be felt. In the Middle East, man, that's where it's all going to come to a head. Iran is that main spot. That's why it's like it's been from way back when, man. Like Daddy Bush times. Man have really been aiming for Iran, and it more or less goes back to like the goes to the petrodollar, but as well it's mainly between Russia and the US, that kind of power grab, and then trying to get positions that expose the enemy. And these things are what? These things are all gonna crescendo into that into the final judgment, man. America being burned, man. It's gonna be quick. It says in 1 hour. In 1 hour. Can read that. Okay. So Revelation 18:9, it says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." Yeah, in 1 hour. That's how America's gonna go down, man. Babylon the Great, which is America, is gonna go down in 1 hour through the missiles, man. Gonna touch ground and blaze it off, man. That's why you're gonna have it burning, the smoke going up for years on end. Because why? It's gonna be a grand, legendary destruction, man. But yeah, hey, that's where all this is headed, man. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Yeah, Shalom.